Hello there, Pisces. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of September 7th through the 13th. On Monday, what you have coming up is you have the Knight of Clubs in reverse. Knight of Clubs in reverse means that on Monday, whatever tasks you're going to be doing are kind of mundane. You could do them in your sleep, one hand tied behind your back type of tasks. Not anything really inspiring or creative or anything that keeps you on your toes. Just mundane, going through the motion type of work on Monday for you. Now on Tuesday, Pisces, what I have coming up is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups talks about attraction. Typically a new attraction, but it also can be about a re-attraction. So this would be, if you've been with somebody a while, this would be you kind of remembering, oh yeah, that's why I like them so much. Sort of a falling in love again. And this can also be a new attraction for somebody who isn't with somebody. This could be a new attraction or somebody who's looking interesting to you that you might like to get to know a little bit better. That type of thing. There's just this little chemistry, this kind of pull that's going on. And the other way that this card can manifest too is that it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic thing, but this can also be the beginning of a new friendship coming in too, or the beginning of a new business partnership that's coming in and looks like it could go really well and has a lot of potential. Okay, so no matter how you slice it, it's really a good thing to have manifesting in your life, whichever way it comes in. Now, on Wednesday, you Pisces have the Ace of Swords coming in reverse. I feel like on Wednesday, you guys are going to, Wednesday is a good day to be careful about the things that you say, because it feels like the words that come out of your mouth on Wednesday can be very cutting and maybe do more damage than what you realize or what you intended. So you just want to be really careful about what you say. Somebody around you is really sensitive to your words. They really think a lot about what you think of them. And so just what you say can really have a much bigger impact than you actually realize on Wednesday. So be careful of your words. That's the advice for that day. And then on Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Five of Cups reversed. This is telling me that there's somebody in your sphere of influence, or even maybe something in your sphere of influence, that comes up with a nice surprise for you on Thursday. Something that you're not expecting that is very pleasant. And so when that happens, it feels like you realize that you want to start to put more energy and more effort into the relationship with that person that caused that surprise, or into work on the project that caused that pleasant surprise. But this is kind of causing a shifting of priorities so that your priorities are pointed more towards that thing that was working out, that worked out positively for you on Thursday, more positively than expected. Now, on Friday, what we have coming up is we have the Emperor in reverse. So Pisces, I feel like this is really, for most of you, this is somebody that you're going to be dealing with on Friday. Now, when I have the Emperor come up in reverse, this is not really my favorite character to deal with. The Emperor in reverse is somebody who is not completely truthful, who doesn't mind manipulating things a little bit to get his way, who can be very pushy, who doesn't give out compliments. Instead, if you do a good job, he's somebody that pushes you to do more or do better. So this is basically kind of an unpleasant person to be around. He's the gratitude level that this guy has is not very high. And so he's kind of unpleasant to be around. I actually had this card show up for me. I recently bought a car from a private party, and the person who sold it to me was less than honest about the condition that she was in, to the tune of a car repair of about $405 the day after I bought the car. So this is the card that showed up for that. So that's the type of thing that can be. It can be just somebody who's a little bit less than honest, all the way up to somebody who has all of those character traits that I talked about. Anyway, I do see you interacting with somebody like this on Friday. For most of you, it's just going to be a short interaction. It could be just a customer that comes in that you have to deal with, or a client, and you can kind of send them on their way pretty quickly. Just get their issues taken care of so that they can walk out the door and go pester somebody else or bother somebody else. Most of you, I don't feel like it's a long interaction with this person. For some of you, this person is more significant than just a client or somebody who would walk into the office. For some of you, this person's like significant in your life. Even so, I don't see your interaction with them very long because I feel like on Friday when you see them, you're not going to have much patience for it. And you're just basically going to tell them, come back when you're in a better mood. Okay, so that's Friday. And then Saturday, Pisces, what you have coming up is the Seven of Cups. So this is telling me that you're doing some brainstorming and some daydreaming about options that you have and what you can do with yourself in the future. So this is really all about just putting those ideas out there, kind of figuring out what really sounds good to you. Whenever this card comes up like this, I don't really see you narrowing things down or choosing one over the other or making one a priority yet. This is just really kind of daydreaming without any real form or focus taking place just yet. It's kind of the very, very beginnings of daydreaming about how the future could be different. So Sunday, you have the Ace of Coins in reverse. And that just tells me that you are going to be giving a gift on Sunday. So let's do a little definition of gift. A gift is something that somebody does not earn. It's something that you give purely out of the goodness and grace of your own heart. So we're not talking about that you're paying your kids' allowance on Sunday. I mean, you could be, but that's not what this card is talking about. Okay, so if you start to think, oh, well, I owe somebody such and such, maybe I have to pay for my lawn service on Sunday or something like that. That's not what this card is talking about. This card is talking about a gift. So if that's what you're thinking it is, then you want to kind of have your eyes open for something else, something that you're just giving out of the goodness of your heart that this person has not in any way, shape, or form earned from you. Okay? So that's your week, your Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for a few minutes. I really do appreciate all of your support, all your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, everybody who's had readings with me, everybody who still will have readings with me. Thank you all so much for all the support. Everyone have a fantastic week. I will see you back here next time. Peace out.